have a 15-minute Pilates class for you, and this one is designed for anybody who hasn't done Pilates for a while. So whether that's a week or a month, a lovely way just to warm up your body, get back into the swing of things, and hopefully enjoy how this feels. So we're starting in our standing correctly position. We're going to have our heels together and toes apart, thinking about the weight going down evenly through left and right foot and lifting it through the crown of the head. Let's draw our toe muscles in so we're nicely supported but not bracing, and we're starting off with a really simple double floating arm. So taking a nice deep breath in, let's exhale and bring our arms all the way up, reaching through the middle finger, keeping your shoulders balanced over your hips, and then inhale, bring your arms all the way down. Let's go again. Exhale, lift the arms all the way up, reaching through. Inhale out to the side and down. It may feel quite stiff to start with, but this is a lovely way of warming up through the shoulder girdle and thinking about any differences between the left and right sides of your body. Okay, just 2 more times like this. So exhale, lift all the way up. Inhale, come down. And our final one. Exhale, lift up, reaching through. Inhale, bring the arms down. Let's leave the arms here, keep the feet in Pilates stance, and come into a lovely simple roll down. With the roll down, we're aiming to keep our hips balanced over our heels rather than pushing them forwards or back. So breathing in again, and then exhale, nod the chin. Start to soften your breastbone and let your arms and shoulders roll forward. Feel that support through the core as we lengthen down, letting your arms and head hang like a rag doll, keeping the toes nicely relaxed. Don't worry about how far you go down for this first one, but take a breath in and then tuck the tailbone and begin to roll all the way back up one more time. Excellent, good. We'll go 2 more times like this, so breathing in to prepare, and breathe out, nod, soften and roll again. So bone by bone, moving forward. Feel that support through the middle as we lengthen down. Good, holding here for a breath in, and then tuck. And roll up, opening out through the front of the hips. Shoulders coming down. We'll do one last one like this now. Nod, soften, roll. Pause here, breathe in, and then all the way back up again. Okay, so from here, let your shoulders come down, lift it through the crown of the head. Take your feet back into a parallel position. Now for the next 2 roll downs, we're adding in a pony prance. So breathe and prepare, and then nod, soften and roll once more. Lengthening down, and we'll pause at the bottom this time. So let your arms hang heavy, and then we'll press one heel down, lift the other heel up and swap. So you can use your fingertips on the floor to give you a little bit of support if you wish. Just pedal through your feet. Maybe feeling a stretch up the back of the leg, the ankle, maybe into the spine as well. Lovely. Last one. Place both heels down, take a breath in, and then roll all the way back up. And we'll do one more like this here. So give yourself time for the blood to come back up to your head. Breathe in, and then once again, roll down. Lengthening down here. Great. Maybe feeling a little bit limber already. Good. 2 more times. Last couple. Heels down, pause and breathe in, and then open all the way back up. Keep your toes relaxed and restack. All the way back up through to the top. Shoulders coming down once again. Lovely. So we're going to make sure we're still in our lovely standing position. Bring yourself back into Pilates stance if this feels nice for you. And then bend your elbows so your palms are facing up. Now I'd like you to imagine that you're trying to keep up a strapless dress. So we're keeping our elbows into our waist now as we go into dumbwaiter. Nothing else moves apart from the arm in the shoulder socket. So we breathe in, prepare, and then breathe out. Open out here. Inhale, draw back. So we're just rotating the upper arm in the shoulder girdle. Now this exercise is wonderful for opening out through the front of the chest and strengthening the back of the shoulders as well. And like me, you may start fairly small with these movements and then get a little bit more mobile as we warm up and get a bit more used to the movement. Open and through. Good. Keep lifting through the breastbone. Make sure the body isn't moving. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and last one, opening up and through. Bring the arms down here. Well done. So we have our feet in Pilates stance. Let's take them apart now, maybe as wide apart as the mat if you're that way on. Try to make sure that your toes are still pointing out, but the weight is even through left and right. So you may like to just move between the two a little bit, drawing up and in through the middle, and we'll go straight into a side reach. Now with this one, it's really easy to tense through your legs. So let's try and relax our knees down. Keep the toes relaxed as well. Breathe in. Take the arm all the way up, and then up and over. And imagine that you're moving between two panes of glass. So there's no forward and backwards movement and no rotation. It's just a pure lift from side to side. Up and over and through. Just enjoying how this feels down the side of the body. So we've got that lovely floating arm, and then we're lifting up and out of the waist. So it's a lateral flexion. Up and over. Restack and down. Keeping the toes relaxed, we'll go 2 more times to each side. Up, over, restack, down, restack and down. This may feel very different on one side from the other, and that's fine if it does. Over, restack, down, and last one, up and over, restack and down. Now we're adding a rotation. So still thinking about the weight even through left foot and right foot. Let's check what our hips are doing. Make sure that they're nice and strong, pointing forward. This time we come up and over into that side reach, and then I'd like you to keep that hip where it is as you roll forward with the top shoulder. Then we come back up and down. Then we'll go to the side, arm up, reaching through, and then up and over with the top shoulder. Restack, up and down. Great. And again, up, over, and roll. Back, up and down. So nice and smoothly, we're just opening out through the back of the rib cage now. It's very easy to do if you let the hip roll as well. So let's just think about what this back hip is doing. Are you letting it come forward, or is it staying where it is? So you're just enjoying the rib cage rotating. We'll go 2 more times to each side. Over, up, through and down. Nice and smooth. Keep your toes relaxed. And our last one to each side now. Arm up and over. Rotate. Up. Final one. Up, through and down. Well done. Let's walk our feet back through together. Make sure that you have your feet back through in hip distance apart position, maybe slightly closer together as we go into a marching. So again, keeping your weight even through your feet, keeping your hips level, and we'll breathe in to prepare. And now breathe out just to peel the foot off. Bring the knee up through to our hip height and lower down with control. You might like to keep your gaze on something in the distance that's not moving. Lifting up and through. Good. And again. Exhale, lift. Inhale through. It's quite hard when the wind is blowing. Lifting up and through. So let's go 2 more times to each side. Trying to keep yourself on one spot rather than walking forward. Brilliant. Last one to each side here. Lift, lower, and lift and lower. Now let's add in a knee opener. This is a great opener for your hips. So again, so lift the knee up and then smoothly open the knee out. Bring the knee back and lower. Lift, open, back, down. Lift, open, back and down. Ask yourself if the mobility feels different on one side from the other. And again, lift, open, back, down. So we've now got our lovely balance coming in as well as that hip opening. Last one to each side, lift, up, in, down, and lift, up, in and down. Well done. Give your feet a bit of a walk out. So now again, feet pointing forward. I'm going to show you from the side now. We're coming into our chest expansion. So we need to turn our arms now so our palms are facing backwards. Like to keep your body totally still. And we're going to just lift up onto the balls of our feet as we take our arms back. So let's breathe in to prepare and breathe out. Lift all the way up, taking the arms back, squeezing the shoulder blades together behind the spine. And then lower down with control. So we're just trying to get this lovely up and down position. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, lift. Arms go back. Inhale and down with control, so not like that. We'll go 3 more times like this. Just beginning to warm up through our feet and ankles. This is so hard with my balance today. And come down. And 2 more times, all the way up. Pushing the arms back. Lower down, and last normal one like this, lifting up, pressing the arms back and down. Now let's add in a little arm pull. So this time, as we're on the balls of our feet, we're going to push our arms back 3 times. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, lift all the way up and pulse, 2, 3, lower down. So it's going to be a little bit harder in terms of balance, and we're just opening out our shoulders a bit more as well. So lift, pulse, 2, 3, and lower, and again lift, pulse, 2, 3, lower down. Can we do 2 more times? Lift, pulse, 2, 3, and down, and lift, pulse, 2, 3, and lower down with control. Well done. Walk out through your feet. We've got one last exercise to go. This is a split leg roll down, so it's going to provide a gorgeous stretch for your back and for your hamstrings. Feet back into parallel position, then walk 1 foot forward, so both heels are down, your legs are in split stance with your hips facing forward. Going to keep the heels on the floor as we start to go into that nod, soften and roll. Rolling down, so we must just come up and in. And then we're just going to hang heavy at the bottom here. So rolling down, let your arms and head hang heavy. Breathe in to prepare, and then come all the way back up. Nice and slowly, trying to keep your hips still. Restack, shoulders come down. We'll do 2 more times on this side, so keep your toes relaxed. Nod, soften and roll. Lengthening down. Oh, that feels a nice stretch. All the way back up. Super smoothly. Good. We'll do one last one on this side. Lengthening down. Pause here. Breathe in. And press and come all the way back up. Nice and smoothly. Shoulders down. Good. Now let's swap over. Other foot goes forward. Heels are down. Breathe in. Nod, soften and roll. Arms hanging, head hanging. Oh, that feels tight on this side. Keep your knees relaxed. Coming all the way back up, pressing through. Enjoying that movement through the spine. We'll do 2 more times here. Breathe in. Keep that support around the middle. Lower down. All the way back up. And we'll do one last one here, breathing in, nod, soften and roll. And then all the way back up, bone by bone by bone, opening out through the front of the shoulders, and then walk your feet back through to a start position. Okay, so we're going to finish off now in our Pilates stance, back into do our 2 final breaths. Heels together, toes apart, give yourself a little bit of a wiggle. Think about how you feel in comparison with when you started. Breathe in to prepare, and now breathe out. Bring the arms all the way up. Have a lovely stretch up and back. Press the air away. We'll give ourselves one more stretch here. Arms all the way up. Big stretch up. Press the air away and give yourself a nice clap. Well done.